Okay, so document dot document dot get element dot get element by ID. ID we can write here which ID xyz dot value document dot get element by ID which ID xyz dot value. Once you write dot value, so under the text box, under that particular xyz element, whichever the value we enter, that value will get copy and it will pass to the name variable. Now name variable is going to hold the content of your text box. Come down, keep alert here, keep inside call name as a name. Document dot get element by ID which ID xyz dot value. So value of xyz will come to the name variable and after that alert the name. So name will become as a now alert is coming. Whichever the value we enter under the text box, that value should come as a alert. Run this file. Enter some value inside and click on save button. That value should come as a alert. Whichever the value we enter, that value should come as a alert. Come as a alert. So that value is coming under the alert. right? Now what we want, the value of text box, the value of text box on button click, you are able to send to the JavaScript. JavaScript is able to capture the value of your text box. Now from the text box, value came to the name variable. From name variable, we can send to some other place. Maybe h1 we can write here, and id equal to, we can write here called fname, and under the fname we can send the value of name variable. So we can go here and write another line called document dot get element by id, which id fname dot inner text equal to name variable. Document dot get element by id, take from the xyz, give to name variable, and from name variable send to the fname variable. Now fname is nothing but it is pointing to those element whose fname is pointing to a output element. So because of that we have followed the inner text. H1 is the output element, it is not an input element. So for H1 we have followed the inner text. Using inner text we pass the value, but for xyz you have follow value property. Why? Because xyz is pointing to the input tag and fname is pointing to the output tag. Save this, come to the browser, enter any value, click on show button, your value will come under the browser again. Okay, let us see what is that. We'll go to the browser, we'll enter here some name Bangalore and click on save button. Alert will come and at the same time your value will print here. Right? So this becomes the input and output both. Input happen through the input tag and output happen through the output tag. So JavaScript is communicating through input tag using dot value. JavaScript is communicating to the output tag using inner text. Inner text is pointing to the fname. Fname is nothing but those h1 that id is fname. Right? So you are taking from the text box and giving to the fname. So here you should know why we follow here the dot value, because dot value you can use only for the input tag. Why we follow the inner text? Inner text we can follow only for the output tag. Now using dot value, you took the content from the text box and using inner text, you send to the output tag. Okay. So this is important part. Everywhere you have to work on this kind of example. You have to take the value from Java HTML and again you have to do something, return the value to the browser again after doing some process. Same example will copy. If it is working, go to the next file and copy paste the same content. Copy the same content and paste in the next file. Copy the same content, paste in the next file. Give the file name data binding 3. Data binding 3.html. In data binding 3.html, the button you have called, you will delete the button, and function what we have called here, function will apply for the text box. Function you will apply for the text box, delete the button, and you have seen yesterday one event was there, on key up. Apply the event called on key up. Apply the event called on key up. On key up. On key up. Now type anything, alert you can remove, else alert will give you difficulties. It will come every time. Now once you type under the text box, as you press any key, after leaving the key, this function will call. This function will take the value of text box, put into the name variable, and from name variable pass to the fname. Immediately, as soon as you start typing, value will come in the browser. Remove alert and on key up, just call this function. This becomes a on key up example. When you start typing anything, immediately JavaScript will come, take the value,
Sir,
tell me sir.
data binding to send script code.
Data binding to
Script code.
the same script code, no, this code only. Same code we have in data binding, just this button is on click of button. You have data binding 3 or no? Right, compulsory, follow with me. The same thing I'm writing in the morning class. I can take the example and explain you simply. But I'm writing again so that everyone should follow me.
Have sir, yes.
Yes, for everyone. If you're not writing, then you are doing mistake. Okay, let me run this file. Data binding 3. See, type inside anything, whichever you will type, the value will come in the browser. Okay. Whatever we type, it will come in the browser immediately. Right, happening. So that is called on key up. Immediately, as soon as you start typing, your value will go to JavaScript. From JavaScript, it will come to the HTML. Go next. Add one paragraph also here. Right inside ID equal to total. It will display you how many character you have typed, how many character you have pressed under the text box. Okay, how many characters you have pressed under the text box? So we can go here and we can write another line, one more line, document dot get element by ID, document dot get element by ID, which ID total total dot inner text equal to name dot length, name dot length. Okay, document dot get element by ID, total dot inner text equal to name dot length. Total dot inner text equal to name dot length. Go to the browser. Inside that, print Bangalore. Bangalore will come. Along with that, their length will also come below. Okay. Right, happening. Check once and confirm also. Go next. Copy this file. Create the next example. Data binding 3.html. 3 is already ready. 4th you can create. Data binding 4.html. Under that, this will be remain same. The text box we are going to replace with the text area. Text box we can replace with the text area, and function calling will remain same. The function calling will remain same as a text area open, text area close. And inside that we can write here rows equal to row in the sense height, row keep 10, calls keep 50, 50. Okay, next write inside call max length equal to 100. So what this text area will allow, you to enter up to 100 character. Up to 100 character you can enter under the text area. Up to 100 character you can enter under the text area. Text area created. In text area you are calling on key up equal to function 1, and for text area max length is 100 character. So up to 100 character you can write inside. Now come after that, the h1 we have printed, h1 replaced by paragraph, this h1. So under the h1 what will happen is, whatever the content you will write under the text area, that content will come under the paragraph. You check it. Length and You will type up to maximum 100 character, and whichever the content you type, it will keep coming under the paragraph. Length will come down, and up to 100 characters it will go. After that, it will not allow you to type. After 100 character, it will not allow you to type anything. Same or different? Printing or not? Whenever you type anything, it will print in your browser directly. Suppose let me go here. I'll type something here. Whenever we type, it will display, not displaying. So on key up equal to function one we called. Oh, ID we have deleted. See, for the text area, there should be ID as a XYZ. ID you have deleted. Give ID equal to XYZ. Give ID equal to XYZ. ID equal to XYZ. Enter your message. ID equal to XYZ. Now it should work properly. Whenever you enter the value will appear in the paragraph and the total will appear under the total. Value will appear in the value will appear under the okay. Check now. So it is printing below, right? Printing below. Next, what we want, suppose total 100 character you are given the limit. In 100 character total it is printing here. How many you have typed is printing here. Create one more paragraph below. There you write ID equal to pending. Pending. ID equal to pending. So suppose 100 character you have limit of the text area. You have written 20 character. So 20 will come as a total. Now pending is how much? 100 minus 20, 80 will go to the last paragraph. So for that, you will go here and you will write one more line. Document dot get element by ID. Which ID? Pending dot inner text equal to 100 minus name dot length. Name dot length. Like how many characters you have typed, you are going to minus from 100. Remaining is a pending, will go to the pending one. Remaining will be pending, will go to the pending one. Okay, hope working. Go to the browser, check once, enter the value. Suppose I have written for 34. 34. So 34 I have written. Remaining is how much? Remaining is 66. Working. Once you go to the 100, after 100 it will not allow you to type anything. 100 completed, 0 is pending. Once you delete any character, that will come again back. See now. So that is called JavaScript processing language. JavaScript is a client-side processing language. When we upload this page in the server, anyone will open this page. He will enter the value in browser, and the processing will happen in the browser only through the JavaScript. There will not be any burden to the server. Because of that, it is called as a client-side processing language. User input will be processed by user PC itself. Okay, user input will be processed by user PC in user computer. Right, hope working. Let's see you next class. Yesterday video is there in the YouTube channel. You can follow from there. Today also I will upload there only. Let me share this file. Internet has little problem today. Going, coming. Data binding 4 came to your chat. Yeah. 3 also I will share in your chat. Came.